Hi, it's Christine. It's adventure time. Come and join me. My name's Christine L. Conroy. Welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff, a channel for women over 50 who are getting happy and growing younger. Okay, when was the last time you did something for the first time? What a fantastic question. One of Happy Stuff and Fluff subscribers and members of the Facebook group put this up as a question, and I'm putting this question out to you today. I'm going to talk about adventure. I want you to have a look at this first of all, however, because it all ties in quite nicely, this. In Stitch Your Own Silver Linings, I introduce the Conroy concept of happiness. And that's 7 key areas of life that I think we have to focus on or develop if we're going to reach this flourishing stage. Now, it came about, or it was created through a combination of things. Everything we learned and the Conroy women taught us through the Twilight Zone. If you don't know what that is, I'll leave a link to a video that will tell you or explain what that means. So what we learned through the Twilight Zone, my own studies of personal development and positive psychology. And just for ease of reference and understanding, I formed these 7 key areas into the word concept, hence the Conroy concept. So as you can see here, C is for contribution, O is for being outcome and goal oriented, N is for now, that is living in the now or living in the present moment, C is for contribution, E is for exercise, P for pleasure, and it's the T I'm interested in today, which is trying something new. In actual fact, trying and learning something new. The learning something new bit I'll be talking about in more detail. Today, I just wanted us to think about, because of that question that was put forward, trying new things. Now, this is something I'm passionate about. I always like to quote Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc was the founder of McDonald's. And he said, let me get it right, as long as you are green, you are growing. As soon as you are ripe, you start to rot. Which is so cool, I think. You know what he means by when you're green, it's when you're doing something new or something that you've never done before or you've never experienced before. I just want to tell you about, well, it also gives me an excuse to show you some fantastic photographs which should appear around about now. Oh, look at those. It just takes me back and my heart goes like this with all 3 of these experiences recently, of course, while I was on the Alaskan trip. Now, this was adventure. We set out for adventure. I've never seen a bear in my life. It was one of the reasons we went to Alaska. I wanted to see bears, and we didn't see any. It was in fact the day before we were due to leave that we encountered this. In fact, there were 2, but this beautiful bear, and it was about, I'd say, 20 feet away from us, and that feeling of is how I felt for possibly about 10 minutes while we were watching this beautiful creature. Yes, that is me sitting in the cockpit on a float plane. Again, this is something I've never done before. That was such a fun day. But I've never flown like that before in such a small plane. And to be sitting at the front when the pilot then tips to the side like this to turn. Oh, I can't remember what I said. I said something that embarrassed me. I didn't swear. I think I said, oh my God. I think I said something along those lines because the pilot just laughed out so loudly he thought it was hilarious. Again, that fabulous, awe-inspired feeling. And then the kayaking, something I've never done before, something we've never done before, and that's Mr. Kitchen with me. Mr. Kitchen, what a guy. He doesn't like water, speed, or heights, which leaves very little to do in terms of adventure if you think about it. Yet here he is in the kayak because he knew I wanted to do it. I think secretly he wanted to do it too. So to begin with, it was quite fraught, I have to say, because the person behind you is in control. I guess this is perhaps one of my issues that needs to be dealt with. Putting control in the hands of someone else like that, clearly with the plane too. But it was a little bit tricky because he was behind me. So I couldn't see what was happening and he was in control. Although, of course, you do the little bit of the work yourself too. Within 5 minutes, it was just beautiful. It was such a different way of experiencing nature on that beautiful lake, the name of which escapes me. I'll put it down below because it was a beautiful lake on a lovely day and we had a fantastic time. The salmon were jumping and, just amazing. So these are 3 obviously huge things in terms of adventure, and I would recommend your next vacation, think of something that you can do that would give you that adventurous feeling, that feeling of either going somewhere or doing something you've never done before. That was a trip in a lifetime, and we can't, I won't be doing things like that every year. But I did do something earlier in the year that was a first for me. You might laugh at this, but it's going away on my own is something that I've never done. When the children were small, because Mr. Kitchen had to work, I would go take the children away on holiday and stay in hotels and so on. But I've never actually done it on my own. And when I've ever seen someone on their own, I've often thought, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could actually go away for a few days totally by myself and have dinner by myself and so on. I know it sounds a strange thing to think about. It's just something that's always been with me. Anyway, this year I did that. I went away for 3 or 4 days to Edinburgh. I know we've got someone here from Edinburgh. So I spent that time on my own in Edinburgh and had the most amazing time. And felt great afterwards. And it's possibly something I'll do again at some point. It was just something I felt I wanted to do and I did it for the first time. So we can bring that right down to something so simple as trying a food you've never eaten before. Bring in the strength of curiosity, whether it's in your top 5 or not. Develop that feeling of curiosity. Go to work a different way. Think about something you do, but do it completely differently, is what we're talking about here. It's about literally set yourself up a day. Today, I'm going to do something I've never done before, and tell us about it. Plan a holiday, as I say, a holiday that you've perhaps never done before, never thought of doing before, that involves either some kind of adventure that you would, that suits your personality. I'm not suggesting you go climbing mountains if you're frightened of heights. I'm just suggesting that you do something you've never done before. It really makes you feel alive. It really makes you feel alive. You might be a little bit frightened, as I was, in front of the bear, getting in the plane, getting in the kayak. I was scared. There has to be an element of that, I think. Just a little bit of nervousness about doing something. But excitement too. And it's that excitement that you get here that we need more of the older we get. So that's my challenge to you this week. Find something you can do that you've never done before and tell us about it. Come over to the Facebook group. Actually, if you're not coming over to the Facebook group, come over to the Facebook group where we can have some good conversations. We can talk a little bit more there. So subscribe if you haven't done already, then you can join the Facebook group. Just put Happy Stuff and Fluff private members group in the search bar and you'll find us. Come and join us and we'll talk about it there. I'd love to know. I really want to know. Try some new food, go to a different place, to a different restaurant, try a different drink, walk down a different street, go somewhere new, plan a fantastic, adventurous kind of holiday, something that's going to get you like this. Then you can tell us about the last time you did something for the first time. And in the meantime, remember, on the Happy Stuff and Fluff channel, we are getting happy and growing younger. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.